Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board. My name is Timothy Genoble, and I teach second grade here in our district. I'm excited to be here to speak to you guys tonight to talk to you about implementing new mobile technology to improve learning in our K through third grade classrooms. We've already implemented Chromebooks into our upper elementary, middle, and high schools. With that, we've seen a 21% increase in our test scores on literacy, 25% increase in overall academic performance. Student engagement has increased. Um, so the teachers and I have, we've all been talking, and we would like to implement some new mobile learning technology into our classrooms for the lower elementary students. Technology has changed almost every aspect of life today. In education, even in K through kindergarten through third grade it has changed as well. Technology is a really powerful tool that can support and transform education in many ways, from making it easier for teachers to create instructional materials to enabling new ways for people to learn and work together. So the thing we're wanting you to look at is Apple iPad for our classrooms. Um, Mobile learning comes up with a sound approach to address several educational issues. New technologies and educational tools have really paved the way for learning now. Learning that can really harness power and speed and digital capability. Learning through digital means for these kids adds up to a personalized, transformed, and accelerated learning experience that gives them the power to be in the driver's seat. You'll see I put some pictures of this is the device that we are looking at, and you'll see the kids working on it, the protective cases, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Um, but we feel like the iPad is the perfect fit because the power and the capabilities of the iPad provide the students the freedom to explore and express new ideas in an instant. It is the built-in apps, the intuitive software create a really unique, personalized learning experience for each individual student, and that is key too because it's going to be an individualized learning experience, um, one that is equipped to meet their educational and developmental needs. The next thing I want to talk about is the teachers and I were talking about implementing them. And we have discussed, planning. We know that's the most important step to any, change in technology. Implementing iPads, it can be an extensive process, but it is well worth it, we feel. Um, when preparing, we have considered making sure all of the teachers are on board, um, prepared, and willing to train. Um, we have already, with our establishment of the Chromebooks and all the other schools, we already have a policy in place. We already have the address the security tracking, the visibility concerns with them. Um, but the iPad is packed with educational apps designed by Apple to take full advantage of advanced technology. Um, so what is this? What would this cost? Um, One, Apple does offer special pricing on Apple products for education, um, to reduce the cost for many of their products, for academic institutions like ourselves. Um, they also provide financing built around our district schools and budget cycle. So, that is one thing there. They cost around $249, but for institutions, you're going to be paying about $140 each. So I mean, around 25,000 for the 200 students that we have. So the protective cases, that's the other thing, which you will see a picture of those. With it being young kiddos, kindergartners, first graders, second graders, we feel like we definitely need to have something that's easy for them to carry, but also protects the device itself. These, for about 200 students, it's 3,000. However, we do feel like we would, save a lot of money by doing this if you guys were to approve this proposal. Right now, the average elementary school pays around $50 per workbook, $100 per textbook. So, I mean, with every student having 2 workbooks a year, we have like 3 textbooks that we use. That's $400 per student that the district's paying. 80,000. That's a huge savings there. 28 to make the change. 80,000. That we pay for our books, which the workbooks we have to replace every year because it's a workbook. The textbooks, they become outdated and have to be replaced every 5 to 7. So that's savings there. Um, but the benefits and impact that this would have alone make it worth it. We feel that our students would be able to collaborate better. Having technology in the classroom really helps empower and improve collaboration. Studies have shown that with mobile devices, students can easily collaborate both inside and outside the classroom, whether they're in a specials room. These devices wouldn't leave the classroom. They would be in each individual student's classroom. There would be like a card that they put them in, and the teacher, can make sure they're charged every day to where they would have that. The other thing, though, is the personalized learning experience I feel is really big here, and so do the other teachers. Using iPads in the classroom provide opportunities for students to be able to work and excel at their own level and pace. As teachers, we can personalize lessons to fit each student's progress. You know, most kids love using technology, enjoy using it. Mobile learning takes education beyond, the walls of the classroom. Students can easily carry learning, anytime, anywhere with mobile devices, and they use them at home. And we could get the same apps on there to where they could access that and work on things at home as well. But using mobile devices in the classroom will most definitely get students excited about learning. And when students are engaged, we all know in learning they retain more information. I feel like it would definitely increase student involvement um, and the engagement with the kids, especially the young kids. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to us um, and look over our proposal. You can keep the worksheets that I gave you. If you guys have any feedback, we would greatly appreciate it. And hope you have a great night.